Hi everyone, my name is Jason Lloyd. I'm Head of Learning and Development here in Wholesale & Ventures. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you're really enjoying our PDP campaign. What we're trying to do this week is focus on giving you support that's based upon your particular needs. So the persona that I'm going to be talking about today is an experienced person. So if you're watching this video, then I'm going to assume that you're somebody who is either recognised as an expert in your field or somebody who's really keen to make sure that any development you focus on over the next few months really is about giving other people help and support to grow and not just on building your own personal skills. So I'm going to share some ideas for the sort of things you might want to think about if you're in that position. Bear in mind you'll probably have different things in your personal development plan than I've got in this one, and that's fine. Everybody has different circumstances and different needs depending on your personal situation, but these are just some ideas you might want to think about. You'll also find below this video that I've completed an example of a PDP based around this conversation, and I've used a PowerPoint template for that. You can use any other template. We've given you lots of different examples throughout the course of this campaign, but if you like mine, if you like the PowerPoint version, feel free to download it, customize it, bespoke it, do what you want with it. Okay, it's whatever works for you. All right, so let's get into the subject itself then. So as somebody that's very experienced, somebody who's recognized as being an expert in your field, whatever that subject might be, there's a number of things you might want to think about from your personal development perspective. First one is mentoring. So BT has a really well-established mentorship hub and mentorship network in place, and it's really easy if you want to volunteer to register your details on there, and then the people who look after that mentorship hub will actually help you to find somebody to mentor. If you're not sure what mentoring is, it's all about really giving somebody a chunk of your time in a structured way that really helps them think about their own personal career journey and where they're going, and really sharing some of the benefit of your wisdom in terms of the career decisions that you've made over the last few years, how you've done it, who you've spoken to, what sort of things you've considered, etc. So if that sounds appealing to you, you'll find loads of great content on our mentorship hub. Something else you might want to think about is coaching, and coaching is very different to mentoring. Coaching is really about giving somebody a helping hand through a problem. So if you volunteer to be a coach, you don't need to be an expert in the problem or the challenge that the person you're coaching actually wants to talk about, but you do need to follow a structured approach to your coaching, because it's all about asking the right questions in the right way to help the person that you're coaching actually reach the decision they need to make themselves. So again, BT being a big company, we've got loads of great content around coaching, lots of tools and techniques for you as a coach, and I'd suggest probably starting to look on our Connected Leaders pages on the Academy as being a great place to start in terms of great material, useful information, hints and tips, and other people that you can also talk to about coaching if you're really interested in doing something like that. The next thing I would suggest is if you're really looking to coach, mentor and support new people and new joiners through our organisation, why not get involved with our graduate and apprentice programmes? You may already be aware, but BT recruits hundreds of graduates and apprentices every year, and within Wholesale & Ventures we recruit well over 100 graduates and apprentices ourselves. There's loads you can do to really help with that process and make sure that we pick the best people to come and join us in Wholesale & Ventures. Whether you joined us as a graduate or apprentice yourself, it doesn't really matter. There's ways that you can get involved with maybe helping out at a careers evening at your local school or college or even university, and you can even register to become one of our assessors at an assessment centre and really get involved on the days that we recruit people and help actually make the decisions about who we hire and who we don't. So great thing to get involved in, and again you'll find lots of hints and tips in the PDP template that I've given you at the end of this video as to how you might get involved. There's also what we call subject groups on our academy, And those are great ways of getting involved if you are an acknowledged expert in your field. Subject groups are all about bringing people together via the academy so that you can share resources, have a discussion, build a community, maybe run masterclasses around specific subjects. So if you look at the subject groups on the Academy, you'll see there are dozens and dozens of them already, and they range from technical things such as how you use Excel and how you become an expert in Excel, through to discussion groups around graduates, apprentices, or other sorts of technologies such as Internet of Things. That's a big one that's obviously of interest here in Wholesale Ventures. You can actually get involved, you can contribute to those subject groups, and you can even volunteer to become a subject matter expert, so people will come to you for advice and guidance, and if you really want to, you can actually get involved in running a masterclass. So I'd urge you to have a look at those. It's a great way of starting off in terms of your give back and your sharing of your skills, knowledge and experience with other people. And by the way, if you are an expert in something and there isn't a subject group for that already, that's fine. Just create a new one. You can register your interest there, and the Academy group will get in contact with you and help you to set that up. Something else you can do that's really simple and really straightforward is just volunteer to run a session at your local team meeting about something. So let's say you're an expert in Ethernet ordering, okay, and the rest of your team come to you as the person who knows how to do things, and you want to do something a bit more formal to help them upskill and to help them get better at how to do their jobs properly. Why not volunteer to be a coach or a champion at one of your team meetings, pull a session together and run something that actually will mean that you get some great experience at presenting and at coaching and supporting other people, but your team colleagues also get some great benefit of your wisdom, knowledge and experience, which means they can do their job more effectively. And in the PDP template, I've given you some hints and tips as to how you might do that, and even a link to our informal training support network where you can find some great hints and tips about how you might use some of the technologies we have in BT to do that. There's also professional networks, and this is a great way for everybody to get involved in really building your own credibility and experience as somebody, as an expert in your field. Everybody in BT, as you know, belongs to a profession, and regardless of what that profession is, most professions have a professional body. So I sit in the HR profession, and my professional body is the CIPD, Chartered Institute of Personnel and Development. And as a member of that professional body, there's great opportunity for me to not only grow my own skills and learn more, but actually keep my professional development alive and network with other people who are in the same profession, who've got similar problems and challenges and opportunities as me. And I find that a really effective way of growing my own knowledge, skills and experience whilst giving back to others. And it's great for building a network outside of BT as well. And then last but not least, a really great way that you can get involved as an expert in BT is with our Challenge Cup. I'm sure I don't need to remind people of what the Challenge Cup is. It's been in place now for a number of years, but I really do urge people, if you are at that stage in your career where you're looking to share what you do and to give back some of the skills, the knowledge, experience that you've built up, get involved in Challenge Cup. We run it every year. You can actually register to be a team member and be part of a team yourself. You can register to be a coach and actually support that team to help them with their planning and decision making whilst they're building their team proposal. And there's lots of other ways you can get involved. If you're an expert in finance, for example, you can help them to build a business case and to think about the profit and loss and revenue implications of whatever their proposal is. So you don't always have to be a member of a team, but if you've got some skills, knowledge and experience that are valuable to other people, it's a great way of volunteering and a great way of giving back. Okay, so those are just a few ideas. I'm sure you'll have your own ideas as well in terms of ways that you can give back, ways that you can grow your own skills, knowledge and experience by developing other people. Have a look at the PDP template, see what you think. If you like it, feel free to download it. If you don't like it, then as we've shown you throughout the course of this week, there are lots of other ways that you can build a PDP. The most important thing is you actually have a plan and you work towards it and you actually deliver it. That's really what having a PDP is all about, delivering against that plan. So thanks very much for your time. Good luck with your own personal development planning and speak soon.